Downtown between Brush Street and I-375. That's where we're located in the heart of Detroit at Ford Field, which first opened back in 2002. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the New York Giants and the Detroit Lions. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Their own 21-yard line.
And not the start he was hoping for there, as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Calling no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now. Then he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, 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 and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Trying for right, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Aaron Robinson. And the Giants are going to take possession of the football.
Brandon, I wonder if someone's down there checking on the head coach right now, because he might be in a little bit of shock after what just transpired. Instead of a lengthy opening drive to deal with, his guy stepped up and stole that drive away. Momentum on their side now. How will they attack on offense?
Here we go.
A first down carry for Barkley. Down to the 25. Taken down on the play by Aiden Hutchinson. Now this defense for the Lions, they were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield when all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. And that nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way he wanted to start this ball game as he brings up 4th down. And his kick is indeed good. And the Giants are off now to a 3-0 lead. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's a give up the middle. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
5 in the secondary now for the Giants here on 3rd.
Check match. 50 Bobcats. 18 Pioneers.
They'll look to throw. Complete to right. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 15 yards for the Lions there on a 1st down.
And that's how you shake off the interception he threw on the opening drive. Come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
He's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Chase Young in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. And they weren't in zone coverage, they were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Second and 13. Looking for Wright, and he finds him. Down inside the 10. Touchdown, Detroit. Brock Wright hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Lions have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And, Charles, you look at these two teams, and these are those kind of litmus test games in the second half of the season that if you're a coach or a player, you can either really look forward to them or really dread them, depending on your point of view.
And if you're dreading them, you're not going to go very far in the playoffs. You need to look forward to these kind of games because here we've got 2 division leaders, both real contenders for the NFC title. And you're right, you love having easy games on your schedule, but you need some games like this to toughen you up a bit and ensure that you're ready for the shock of playoff football.
Running again with Barkley on second down. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Complete out to Samuel on the quick throw. Only able to gain a couple there, and it's second down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
From the 38, Tua. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target, and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Tua. Flush to his right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Having the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down. Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed. Unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
On the return is Williams. 13 yards the tally on the return there. And the Lions will take over. Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partners, a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and it'll be 2nd and a couple. The Lions at 11-3 on the year. They've been playing their best football of the year. Winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Hands it off out of the gun. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Touchdown, Detroit. Well, forget about the weapons out wide. He knows he's got another weapon in the backfield of the passing game, Charles, and he utilized him perfectly on that play.
And the offense coordinator showed me something on that play, Brandon, because so often during a game, our cameras find them looking down at their play sheets, and you wonder if they're absorbing anything. He had something specific in mind, and he went to it, and it worked well.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. We'll see a return here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. This will probably be the last play of the quarter. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. After one, a 14-3 ball game. On that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. On play action, here's Tua. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big play that time on the catch and run. And it'll give them a fresh set of downs.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on third down, and they keep the drive going.
Tua going to tap this forward on a jet sweep. And they get him down right near the midfield stripe.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 50-yard line.
5 yards remain on second down. A handoff to Barkley on the option. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
The Giants on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Here's Tua. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. Run those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
Here we go.
Tua on 4th down. Got his target, Samuel. And he is going to have the Giants first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. So now following the roll of the dice, they've got a 1st and 10 inside the 35. Now Tua. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Going to the air, Tagovailoa completes it to Samuel. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 17-yard line. To give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They bring a receiver in motion right. Barkley inside handoff. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Off the play action, Tagovailoa. Looking for the crossing receiver, and he's got him. It's Samuel. And the Giants are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going, and right now it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now Tua on the bootleg here. Rolling to his left. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Aiden Hutchinson. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
He's got it. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. That reception, his 600th NFL catch. Congratulations. Quite the accomplishment. About a half yard from the end zone, 3rd and goal. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. 3 tight ends up front here, 3rd and goal. Here's Tagovailoa to throw, and he will not get away. He's sacked back around the 3-yard line. A nightmare on 3rd and goal. He's sacked, and multiple players broke through the line to get him.
And that's the kind of stand all defenses are seeking. 3rd and goal, backs against the wall, and they get a monster sack, and now they're going to force him into a field goal. For them, that's a win.
They'll come out in the pistol. Now they bring the tight end in motion right. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. Down in this one, they needed that score, but they'll have to hold at least for the time being.
You're exactly right. Points that they had to have. As you said, they have to regroup now and see if they can get them another way.
The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. This is caught. And he is going to be out of bounds here, short of the line to gain, so that will be a turnover on downs. A chance to get some momentum here in the second quarter, getting their first trip into the red zone, but unable to get it across.
And if I'm the head coach, Sure, you feel some disappointment, maybe a little bit of deflation there because you didn't get it in. But I'm going straight to rah-rah mode. All right, guys, we didn't get it this time. It's only the second quarter. We'll be back. Let's get it later on. I want to keep this team up. I want them to feel like they've let everyone down.
Positive.
Got to be positive in this situation. It's too early to think that you don't have a chance to win this game.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
And that run, that changes the whole mentality about the drive right there. They were starting on their own 2-yard line. They just wanted enough space to punt the football successfully. Now they're talking about putting together a drive.
And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. And the Giants will go with 6 defensive backs here on 3rd. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Ryan Wright. Fielded at the 43. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10.
Okay, right?
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have a great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal. They'll certainly have the green light here. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Hey, what's this?
Tua sets up to pass it. I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Here we go.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Hey, green.
Looking to pass. Tua. And that will be incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game. The coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down. He's going to air one out. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Lions are going to take over once again at their own 47-yard line.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And with decent starting field position, there may be only a couple completions away from field goal range. Oh, wide open, complete. Touchdown, Detroit. Jameson Williams in the final seconds of the first half. And the Lions would extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And this is going to be covered up by the Giants. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the second half. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They look up at the scoreboard, facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football... He's got a man, complete! And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. Open man downfield, that's Smith-Schuster. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. An explosive 38-yard pickup.
This defense is definitely reeling a little bit now. Back-to-back big plays given up. And you know that's all defenses talk about. How do you limit that? Instead, they get hit by a 1-2 punch those last couple of plays. And now they've got their backs to the goal line.
It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Open man right side of Smith-Schuster, complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. And that was a heck of a play there on the outside.
Partner, sometimes I think on a play like this as a corner, you've got to think to yourself, all I got to do is slow him down so others can come over and support. But in this case, he said, forget that. I've got this. Sorry you had to make the run for nothing, fellas.
2 and now, 3rd and goal. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. From 8 yards out. And the Giants are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. Extra point splits the uprights, and it makes the score 21-10.
Giants 10.
The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it out past the 30.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
And a nice gain of 21 yards.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point,
And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Jameson Williams with his 13th touchdown of the year and second of the game. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled into 20.
Okay, ready?
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles, if they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback. Now the ball comes loose, and this is scooped up by the Lions. And some room to run now. Loose inside the 30, inside the 10, and into the end zone. A scoop and score on a fumble return for the Detroit touchdown. Now the try here for the point after. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here... And that's caught inside the 35! Touchdown, Giants! Darius Slayton, 75 yards. And the Giants get a bit closer. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down to 18.
Lions 35, Giants 17.
The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. From the end zone, here comes Williams.
The Lions take over first down at their own 28-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Now here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Check pass, check pass. Hey, smash Russell!
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's got some space here. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 52 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And a lot of times, these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
2nd and 2. He'll go right back to St. Brown. And in for the Lions touchdown. Amon-Ra St. Brown from 17 yards out. And the Lions get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and they open the lead up now to 25. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
So 2nd and 10 now here in the third quarter from Detroit. Tua going to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he slides and covers up at the end. This is going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Here we go on 4th down with Tua. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. It's caught on the right side. Williams. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. That goes for a gain of 31.
That's good for the Lions.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Now they send a man in motion right. And it's caught. Touchdown. Brock Wright, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Lions add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. Point after, right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
49. Giants 17. Jack Fox to kick off.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And it's intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road and help seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And in for the Lions touchdown. A great effort there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Lions stretch push this fourth quarter lead even further, and they are closing in on win number 12 of the season. Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a fourth straight loss. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the third time. And the Lions are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
DeMarco Jackson, the man to bring him down defensively.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Complete to Wright. Room here to run. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. But one thing we both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. 65 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
A good run there off right tackle in old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. And now the Giants, they get the officials' attention and take another timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. And they'll indeed take a knee. And now here comes the third of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. They're ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to.
And a mistake on the lateral. It's a loose ball. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And into the end zone. A scoop and score on the fumble return for the Detroit touchdown. So they get the 1-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
The extra point splits the uprights. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. But they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
On the ball.
Play action. Now it's Tua. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Rashaan Evans. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. And we'll see if the defense wants to stop it as they take the knee. And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down. And the Lions will take the knee here with victory in the cards. And on 4th down, they come up and take the knee. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the 4th, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed, it's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go to the postgame press conferences, the winning coach, you know what he's going to say, why he did it? We need the points, okay? Because you never know at the end of the year if points are going to come into the tiebreaker if we're trying to get into the playoffs. That's always the standard justification.
Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And now here's another interception. And the Lions force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. Fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So for Detroit, the wins keep coming as this one moves them to 12-3 on the year. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, for the Giants, it's a tough blow to their playoff aspirations as they drop to 9-6. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel to Denver to take on the Broncos.
it.